If everyone could do me a favor and check in on their nearest Washington Wizards fan, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate that. Because as many of you probably already know, the Washington Wizards did in fact not win the NBA lottery. Neither did the Utah Jazz, or the Charlotte Hornets, or my beloved Chicago Bulls. No, in fact, it was none of those teams. It was not a single team that anybody could have ever predicted at the start of last year. It was the Dallas Mavericks. Many people are calling it rigged, including myself. Maybe I'm being a little pessimistic as a Bulls fan. If anybody doesn't know, the Bulls and the Mavericks had finished with the exact same record, and there was a coin flip to determine who were to get the 11th spot in the draft lottery and the 12th spot, and the Bulls lost, got the 12th spot. So, in other words, if the Bulls won that coin flip, they would have the number one pick and would be selecting Cooper Flagg in this year's draft. So, as a Bulls fan, that really, really sucks. But you know what? I'm not entirely here to complain about that. I'm here to just sort of vent my frustrations and maybe get some of your opinions in the comment section there on, how you feel about this lottery result. 1.8% chance to win, and miraculously they did. And as I would hope all of you know, the Mavericks made the stunning trade in trading away Luka Doncic to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis just a few months ago. And now they miraculously have the number one pick, which will presumably give them the trio of Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flagg, and Anthony Davis. I hate to be one of those conspiracy theorists, but this almost seems a little too suspicious. Not even almost. It seems extremely suspicious. I'm going to take off the filter for a second here. I hate to, give my biased opinion, but I think a lot of people would agree with it. It does seem a bit odd that a team that made arguably the most egregious trade in NBA history winds up getting the number one pick while having the 11th best odds to get said pick. I personally don't understand how that's even possible. It's just absolutely insane. I've seen posts on Reddit saying that Nico Harrison had to do a humiliation ritual for Adam Silver in exchange for Cooper Flagg. Obviously, that's a bit far-fetched, but maybe not too far off from the truth. I personally think this is one of the more suspicious outcomes that could have happened. Right there with the San Antonio Spurs getting, if they were to have gotten the first overall pick, but they obviously ended up getting the second pick, which sort of brings me to the next topic that I wanted to talk about. The Spurs are getting Giannis. I think that's almost a foregone conclusion. It could be, in my opinion, them or the Rockets or the Thunder. If the Thunder get them, then, that's just absolutely insane. But it's a very realistic possibility. The Thunder obviously have a crap ton of picks, and they have the young players to go ahead and trade for somebody like Giannis. I'm not sure who they would want to trade away, but it's definitely one of the more intriguing options out there. That would be one of the more unstoppable teams in the modern NBA if Giannis were to join OKC. That's why, between the three teams, Houston or San Antonio or OKC, I would most want to see him join the Spurs. I think that would be kind of cool to see him get paired with De'Aaron Fox and obviously Wemby. So, that would be kind of cool. The Rockets would be a little weird, but I don't know. it would just be cool to see Giannis on a different team. Sorry, Bucks fans. I know you're probably sweating bullets right now. Right there with the Boston Celtics fans. I am so sorry about Jason Tatum. That's incredibly disheartening. Even though, I mean, Jason Tatum is one of the... I don't know. He's one of the least liked players, I think, in the NBA because of how cringy he is. But, I mean, look, he's a great player. He seems like a nice enough guy, so I don't think the hate is warranted. But, yeah, that really, really sucks. And as a Bulls fan, I am so sorry to see that. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe it could just be something not incredibly serious, even though, as of right now, that is not the news that we've been hearing. But, yeah, I mean, look, wherever Giannis goes, it's going to be absolutely madness. There's been some, that's the key word there, some rumors that he could get traded to the Bulls. I hate to be that guy. Okay, I'm not trying to clickbait or start a feud in the comment section or anything like that, but I think there is absolutely no way that he ends up on the Bulls. I mean, first of all, it doesn't match the timeline. Second of all, and more importantly, we just simply don't have as good of a trade package as other teams. Now, it depends, I guess, on wherever Giannis wants to go. At the end of the day, I don't think he has a trade clause, so it doesn't matter. But as you may know, players, especially players of Giannis's level, tend to have a lot of leverage when they give their team a list of other teams they would like to go to because, well, why would you want to trade for a guy that doesn't want to go to your team? He could sit out or he could just simply not re-sign, even though Giannis is on, I think he has like 4 years left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, who knows? I highly doubt that the Bulls are going to get him. So let me just make that loud and clear. I know I'm clearly a huge Bulls fan, but I'm not delusional. Okay? Yeah, I have no idea what the Bulls are going to do, but I know that they're not going to get Giannis. I just wanted to make this quick video here. I know I haven't made a long video like this in a while, but it feels great to get these out there. Hope you guys enjoyed it because, as always, I love making these videos for you. But if you could, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.